guys, it's Coach Cicely, wishing you blessings, peace, happiness, and prosperity from Columbus, Ohio. And today I just want to shoot this little short video clip talking a little bit about beliefs. And I notice a lot of times among some religions, like a lot of the posts for people who are into Christianity and as far as Jesus Christ, and how they like post for everybody to believe in Jesus Christ. Well, here's my take on that. Who would you be without that belief? Who would you be without the belief that this person named Jesus Christ, whether you believe he's God or God and the Son or just the Son, who would you be if you didn't believe that, or if you didn't even know about Jesus? Because from my experience, it's kind of like I see people all over the world, and there are even people who don't consider themselves Christians, and yet they're still having success, or their definition of success, and they're still finding happiness right here, living in the now, and they're at peace within themselves. And so it's kind of like, that's why you always be careful, like what your beliefs are, and that you really examine them, and you're careful not to, impose your beliefs upon other people, but in fact, they're experiencing the same, if not more, happiness right now, and they even have a hope for the future. And so, as far as whenever people respond, as far as if I have a belief in Jesus, even the Bible in general, it's kind of like, because I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and that's what we were like really into. Because believe it or not, yes, people consider Jehovah's Witnesses Christians because they have their version of Jesus too. And it's like you take what you like, like that's what part of life by design and conscious creation is. You take everything that you've been exposed to in your life, and the things that work for you, or the beliefs that work for you, you keep them. And if they're not working for you, if they're causing you any kind of pain or cognitive disassociation, then you're able to deactivate them and replace them with the beliefs that cause you happiness now. Because again, that's what we're focusing on with this club, is like finding happiness living right here and right now. And we can't do that if we're trying to make ourselves into some type of people for the future, that is hard to live up to. Because even if you go by the Bible, I don't know if you believe the whole Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, but if you look into the Old Testament, that's why even the Mosaic Law was replaced, because the people couldn't live up to it. And so what kind of God is that to impose laws upon you that he knows you can't live up to? And so really it's all about you and your uniqueness, and sometimes it's even exploring, different people, different cultures, different religions, and finding things in their religions that, like, I found a lot of enlightenment, like with Buddhists and some of the Muslims who practice meditation, going within yourself. And even people who are not spiritual or not religiously based, they still benefit from meditation. They still get this quietness within them. So even not being religiously affiliated, you still have that peace there, and you can have it right now. It's just like being able to get quiet enough with yourself. And even though I don't consider myself religious, I consider myself spiritual, and I feel that there's a higher power that guides me and leads me, and even has exposed me to all this that I'm learning now about different enlightenment tools. And because one lady had posted how Jesus was the creator and all that, and that was her belief. But my thing is, if that's true, he would also be the one that gave us the ability to learn about all these new tools and ways to go within. And in fact, when I was a student of the Bible, one of the scriptures that I remember was keep examining ourselves as to what kind of people we are. And if you're not able to go within because you feel so much pain, how are you going to be obedient to that scripture and keep on examining yourself? So, those are just some things to think about, when you're exploring your beliefs, and ask questions like, who would I be without this belief, and how is this belief serving me? Where did this belief originate in my life, and what are alternatives to this belief? And if you have trouble, you're always welcome to join our Awakening the Butterfly Facebook group, and that's a free group. And in order to become an awakened butterfly, you have to successfully pass the 4 stages. But we welcome you to even take the 3 phases. It's 3 phases, not 4. The the 3 phases and become a butterfly, see what's out there. I certainly enjoy exploring and wishing you, again, blessings, prosperity, happiness, and peace from Columbus, Ohio.